Good evening students. Today we are going to see about the in situ conservation. Already we have seen. So once again we are going to see about this and their advantages. So in situ conservation is nothing but the conservation of living species within the natural ecosystem. So ecosystem is nothing but the place where all the living beings are present, which will mix, which are mingled with the abiotic factor. So that is called as ecosystem, we can say. And protection and maintenance of the natural habitat is maintained there, and not only that, even the endangered species are being maintained in order to exist. It is maintained here. So that is the main function of this in situ conservation. And what all the in situ conservation means? It comes under national park and wildlife sanctuaries. Clear? In the in situ conservation, if you see in India, there are national parks and sanctuaries and biosphere, that is biodiversity, mega biodiversities are there. So according to India, if you see 73 national parks are there, and sanctuaries, if you calculate 416 sanctuaries are there. It may be increased but not being decreased, and even the biosphere or the biodiversity or reserves, if you see, it is 12, it is there. So mega diversities are there in India. The advantages in conservation. What are the advantages? So the species can be adapted to their natural habitat. So it cannot be preserved or protected or kept in the cage. So it can adapt to their life in the natural habitat. So that is the main function. And one more advantage, if you see, the species can interact with each other. So easy understanding and easy adaptation process will be taken over for all the species. A natural habitat is maintained always. So the natural habitat, if you see, like a natural atmosphere or the ecosystem, they will be maintaining their life. And less expensive. It is not too expensive. So the cost of living or cost of preparation, if you see, according to this, it will be less expensive and easy to manage also. So many people are there, workers are there to maintain all these wildlife sanctuary or national parks or even the biodiversities are being maintained by many people here. Clear, children? We are going to see about the ex situ conservation. It is nothing but this is also one of the protection manner of wildlife animals. So conservation of wildlife outside their habitat. So other than the national park or other than the sanctuaries, we can say. So that is X means outside. So ex situ means outside their habitat we are going to protect the animals. In what way? One is zoos or botanical garden or conservation of genes, and even we can preserve the animal or plant species by means of seedling, tissue, culture. So these techniques are being followed for this conservation method. Some of the side headings we are going to see in this ex situ conservation. One is botanical garden. So in the botanical garden, you know very well, it is about the plants and the fruits, flowers we are going to see. So flowers, fruits and vegetables are being grown in this botanical garden. And what is the main thing means, they will the fruits or vegetables whatever we consume will be healthy. The toxic substance won't be present. The natural organic matter can be used as a manure for the plants to grow, and the area, if you see, the environment will be very calm in nature in those areas. And next one, if you see, the zoological park, the area where the wildlife animals are being preserved or conserved, not preserved, conserved. And moreover, in India, if you see, there are about 800 zoological parks are being present. At present, we have 800 parks. So next we are going to say about the tissue culture. Tissue culture is nothing but this is one of the advanced technology we can say. This technique is used to grow the plant cell, tissue, organ, even the seeds and other parts of the plant also it is possible. Even not only for the plants to grow, even the animal tissue culture also it is going on nowadays. But some failures also it has been faced. And this is in this the tissues or the cells are being taken from the plants and it is grown in the natural medium. Like agar-agar medium is being prepared, and in that some nutrient will be taken by the plant cells and it start growing. Test tube cultivation or culture we can say, or tissue culture also we can say. And what will happen in the natural medium only? Natural medium will be utilized as their nutrients and the plants will start grow day by day start growing. So this is in this natural medium we don't want the presence of air or soil is not being needed. And next if you see seed bank. So preserve the, here what they will do, they will start preserving the dry seeds at very low temperature. preserved at very low temperature. It should be maintained, and the largest seed bank is present in England, and which is called as a Millennium Seed Bank. So moreover, world-wise, if you see, this is the largest bank you can see. So next we are going to see about the extensive conservation advantages. So what is the main function? Means all the declined species, that is the animals which are come to an end of their life, or it is decreasing their lifespan or decreasing their life, means all those animals can be preserved by using this technique, like tissue culture or seed banking. The plants mean seed banking. And endangered species can be breeded in these ways, that is new technologies are being used. By using those technologies, we can preserve all these, and we can breed once again, and can give a re-entry for their life also. And new hybrid species are being breeded here for the new variety of new species. Clear children? Thank you.